Won't you smile a while for me, Sarah?
Okay, hi everybody. We're gonna go ahead and get started. So my name is Kelsey Price. I am the artistic and managing director for the Digital Dramatist, as well as one of the co-producers for this showcase.
Hello everyone, I'm Luke Thornani and I'm the Director of International Relations here at Digital Dramatist and also one of the producers for this showcase.
So we are so excited to have you all here. Thank you all for coming. Sorry that we got started a bit late. We were just troubleshooting some technical issues. And that's part of the beauty of what we do at Digital Dramatists is we're still trying to keep live theater alive by just doing it live here on Zoom for you all. So we're super excited to have everybody here. So as you all saw when you came in, we had the whiteboard. So that's something really exciting about this particular showcase, Digital Dramatists. I'm based out of Chicago, but we've got Luke, who is over in the UK.
Hello.
So Luke, why don't you get started really quick and just tell everybody how this came about?
Yeah, so I guess to kind of understand where this kind of started really, we have to kind of go back to August 2018 and a rural Indiana city. And I just started an exchange program there at Ball State University, which is where a lot of our US-based artists studied and trained this evening. And I was allocated Kelsey as my directing mentor, and we got to know each other over the period of the term that I was there. And then back in May of this year, I text Kelsey and said, "Oh, hi, I've seen that you've been doing a few of these showcases with your friends and so forth. Is there something we can do which would be a transatlantic version?" So fast forward 18 months, and as the whole world was grappled by the effects of COVID and theatre was seemingly being made redundant somewhat, we decided that we would go forth and recruit 6 individuals from each of our countries to help create this devised piece of work that speaks to the current state of our world. And after starting our own discussions, I came up with an off-the-cuff tree analogy, should we say. We kind of put each other together, and I guess it wasn't really until we had the 14 of us in a Zoom call and we was like sharing our own experiences that we quickly realised that although we might have been an ocean apart, we were actually telling the same narrative somewhat. So from that moment, Exposure was born really, and all of our artists have since responded to the word and to the concept in their own unique manner. And we're really excited to be able to show you what that word has meant to everyone tonight, especially during this pretty extraordinary year.
Yeah, and then the exciting thing for me, and I know for Luke actually was a part of one of the 6 over in the UK who created a piece for this, but I haven't seen any of these pieces. I haven't read any scripts, so I am right there in it with each and every one of you, and I'm so excited for everything that we've got set aside for tonight. So just really quick, want to kind of just say a couple of things that I think are relevant to the state of the world, the state of the United States, and that are relevant to this particular showcase. We are 24 days away from the next United States election. So make a plan now regarding how you're going to be voting. Google your state's Board of Elections webpage, see how you can vote, when you can vote, and where you can vote. Once you've made your plan, do your research. On your state Board of Elections website, they're going to have access to all of the information regarding which district you're in, who's running from a district, regional, and national level. And then lastly, just make sure that you vote. And when you vote, vote as if your skin isn't white, your land is on fire, your parents lack access to medical care that they need, your friend is a missing Indigenous woman, your spouse is an immigrant, your grandparent contracted COVID-19, your child is LGBTQ+, your neighbor is a victim of gun violence, your water is unsafe, and your sibling is a sexual assault survivor, because it's that important. Thank you.
Exactly, and I just wanted to take a few moments to talk about what was going on here as well, because I'm aware that as a showcase, we're bringing together 2 countries here tonight. So at the back of the start of July, the government here unveiled its new £1.5 billion package for the arts, and we were all posting on our social media how we believed that the arts had been saved somewhat. And however, recent opinions suggest that that may not be enough, and that money is only starting to reach the Arts Council right now. At the same time, we're being told that in the arts community to retrain or to do something completely different with our lives than that of what we've all pretty much trained to do. This is fine in the short term because what an arts education gives us is an array of transferable skills, and there are other creative industries out there for which theatrically minded artists such as us here tonight could be of great benefit, but expecting 2 to 3 years of relevant working experience for an entry-level job seems somewhat ridiculous in my opinion. Like many this week, I completed the government skills test that was being launched this week, and it told me this: I'm motivated, I set myself personal goals, I'm a creative person that enjoys coming up with new ways of doing things, I'm sociable, I find it easy to understand people, and because of this, I should be an actor. Although it might not come as a surprise to you that the wage is variable. That's not my words, of course. I mean, in all fairness, I would have to complete extra training to be an actor, but the point is that all of my answers pointed to the fact that what I'm doing now is supposed to be what I'm doing with my life, and I don't really need 40 multiple choice questions to tell me that. This all came in the same week that the Chancellor gave an interview in which he stated that people in all walks of life are having to adapt for employment, and that it's possible to do theatrical performances online as well, and he encouraged people to engage with that way. And this is true. However, it's not really a surprise that it's creative people who enjoy coming up with new ways of doing things that are the trailblazers for this new way of theatrical working. So what we've done during these past 6 months is we've adapted, we've found new ways of working, and it's with full confidence that I'm proud to state that tonight what you're going to see is a series of groundbreaking, forward-thinking performances created by highly skilled, highly adaptable, and critically concise young artists, all with a point to prove.
Exactly. Well said. And with that being said, here are just some basic rules of thumb and best practices that we found for viewing digital theater. So if you are currently in the gallery view where you can see everybody's face and their name, if you click on the top right corner, there's going to be the 3 little dots. You can press that, and then you can scroll down and you can hit hide non-video participants. So that way you don't see everybody's names who's in this call with us, and you just see the actors who are performing. Also, please use the chat buttons, the chat options and the reaction buttons. You can do the clapping or the thumbs up. You can also unmute and clap. That's one of the things we all miss is, that to us is our payment is, hearing that gratification and your responses and your reactions. So this is very interactive, which is something that you don't get to do in live theater, and that's kind of what makes this so fun. So feel free to do that. And with all of that, let's get started. So Luke, do you want to kick us off and introduce the first piece that we've got?
Yes, so today's first piece comes from Alice Robb and Emma S. Rund, both based here and in the United States. And unfortunately, one of their actors couldn't be here tonight, so it is a pre-recorded piece of theatre. So it is called The Safe Side, and I believe that Kelsey's about to share her screen in a few seconds, and then we can kick off tonight's first performance as part of Exposure.
All right, let me...
I mean, I'm kind of hoping we never have to go back. Like, who says we can't keep working from home, right? Saves office space.
Yeah. I mean, I'm loving working from bed. I'm so much more productive anyways. Plus, I got through the entirety of university writing essays from bed, so why chase perfection at this point?
Let's be honest, though, when you say writing essays, you really mean trying to get something down on paper as quickly as possible, because I was too busy distracting you with my tongue.
Excuse me, I'm just trying to have a nostalgic moment here without you bringing up your tongue. Thank you very much.
Sorry.
Although I do miss it, along with the rest of you.
Well, the rest of me misses you too.
Well, I guess we're on the topic. There has been something I've been trying to keep a surprise, but if you've really been missing me that much,
What kind of surprise?
one that involves a plane ticket.
A plane ticket.
Yeah, and a suitcase or two, maybe a lot of emotions.
I don't know if I'd be comfortable traveling anywhere right now.
Well, then you're gonna love me because you don't have to go anywhere. I'm coming to you.
Oh, Alex, that's really sweet. But
I wasn't really expecting it to be a but. I mean, I've planned this whole trip with you in mind. What's there to but about?
I mean, it's just like, is it safe to travel right now? Like, what if you pick up COVID on the way here?
I've avoided it so far, haven't I? I mean, besides, I'm kitted out. I've got my mask, I've got my sanitizer. I'm as safe as you can be nowadays.
Yeah, of course you've been able to avoid it so far because you've been staying in one place. But think of all the other people passing through the airport. You don't know who's touched those surfaces. I love you, and it is because I love you that I really, really don't want you to get sick just so you can come see me.
Well, okay, first of all, I wouldn't do this if I didn't think I could do it safely. And second of all, this isn't a one-sided decision. I mean, I miss you. I miss you so much.
You too, but
Yeah, I thought you'd be excited.
if we weren't in the middle of a pandemic, I would be excited. It's not that I don't want to see you. I do so badly, but I just don't want to put either of us at risk.
Yeah, and I would never put us at risk. I mean, what do I need to do to show you that?
I'm being really careful right now, and I'm not comfortable with you traveling here. I'm so sorry.
So there's no change in your mind on this? At all?
I'm sorry.
Well, that sucks. A lot. But I don't blame you. I get how uncertain everything is at the moment, and I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little nervous about it all.
Oh, thank you. Oh my God, I thought that was going to turn into some huge fight or something. I love you. You know that, right?
Yeah, I love you too so much, and we've waited this long, right? I mean, I'm sure I can wait a little while longer.
Right. Okay, sorry. Hang on 1 second. Hi, thanks. You can just leave it outside the door to 3W, and I will come grab it after you leave. Stay safe. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Pizza.
It's always pizza with you. I keep trying to tell you to try that Thai place, but no, you stick with the pizza.
But I'm never in the mood for the Thai place. I'm always in the mood for pizza.
So predictable. All right, what did you get then?
Don't laugh. Okay. Hawaiian.
Gross. So gross. You know my opinions on fruit pizza, so I'm not even going to comment further.
Oh. Yum.
So gross.
Double yum. Oh my God, this looks so good.
To so many people, this is a deal breaker. You're so lucky I'm dating.
It's because I'm so goddamn sexy.
Yeah, you're lucky I agree with you on that one.
It's good.
Hang on a sec. Did you do anything to that box before you started eating it?
Wait, like do anything? Like what?
Like sanitize it?
Oh. Well, no, I mean, they sanitize the boxes at the pizza place. I'm pretty sure. They like have all these new safety protocols and stuff, so.
Oh yeah, you're pretty sure?
Well, okay, then people wouldn't be ordering pizza if it came with a side of COVID.
Oh yeah, and I'm pretty sure you'd have no idea if someone at that pizza place came down with COVID.
They get tested.
Oh, you sure about that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure enough, strip, lick your fingers without even thinking.
Why are you yelling at me? I just ordered a pizza. Tons of people order pizzas and don't get sick.
Yeah, and tons of people getting flights and don't get sick either.
Okay, I thought we were past that. Look, I didn't ask you to come, and I'm not comfortable with it. I said I'm sorry, but that's how it is. Can we leave it at that?
No, you're being a hypocrite about it.
I'm being a hypocrite because I ordered a pizza. No, okay, that is not the same thing as
No,
flying across the world.
No, but it's the same principle, all right? Your logic about airports is the same as delivery people, except you don't know the delivery people, you know me. And I'm the one you can't trust out of those options.
It's not you that I don't trust. It's all of the people who will be passing through the airport and the lift and everything else that you touch between your parents' house and my apartment.
Yeah, just like all the people that got delivered to tonight.
Oh, okay, no, that is not the same thing. That the number of people who touch this pizza box is much smaller than the number of people who will have touched the door handle at an airport.
No, you can't know that. You don't know how the airports are. I mean, there's procedures, protocols in place now. I was fine on the flight out, just like you're fine ordering takeout, and I'll be fine on the flight there. You know, and you can still order takeout. I mean, life has to go back to normal at some point.
But life is not normal. We're still smack in the middle of a pandemic. I mean, okay, sorry, maybe it's not as bad for you over there in the magical land of Her Majesty the Queen, but over here in the Cheeto Child's domain, we're still dealing with 1,000 deaths a day.
Okay,
We should
look,
not be going back to normal right now.
Don't get political on me, all right? This isn't about that. This is
I'm
about
not
us.
getting political. I'm getting fucking scientific.
The world is up in flames. The least we can do is clutch us on normality. That's all I'm trying to do here.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I mean, I know, right? I want normalcy too, but things aren't normal and it's not safe to pretend that they are. I can't do that. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Fuck. I didn't mean to disregard your concerns, right? I really didn't. I just got caught up in trying to make everything good again, you know, when it's not.
I mean, I would give just about anything to make everything good again. You know, I wish it was still 4 months ago and you were still here.
Okay, no, don't do that. All right, you know how guilty that makes me feel. You know I didn't want to leave you.
But you did.
Yeah, but you're making it sound like it was an easy decision. You know how torn up I was about leaving.
If you'd stayed here, we could have quarantined here together and we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Oh yeah, and that's easy for you to say, isn't it? Your family wasn't on the other side of the fucking world. Whatever decision I made, it was always going to hurt, but I thought you understood that. Clearly I was wrong.
You were planning on being away from them all semester anyway, so I just don't understand why a pandemic would have changed that.
You hearing yourself right now? You're the one who just said nothing's normal during a pandemic, and you're confused as to why I went home. I had to be with my family during a pandemic. I don't understand what's hard to grasp here.
It's just that when you left, it didn't seem that bad yet. Okay, like in hindsight, yeah, maybe you made the right call, but back in March, it seemed like, I don't know, a choice. Like, given a choice between me and family, you picked family.
No, but it was never like that.
I was family, and it's fine. It's fine, right? It just changed things.
Well, obviously it's not fine, because it's changed things, and now we're this. I don't even know what this is anymore.
You don't know what this is.
Okay, no, not like that. I just look. I can never apologize enough for leaving you during all of this. All right, and there's been so many times where I wished I could go back and change that decision, but you know that decision, this whole situation, it's just made me think about what direction we're headed in, anyways.
Yeah, me too.
I thought, you know, maybe me coming back would change things, you know, go back to the way things were before, but
Well, I mean, I don't think anything can go back to before. Not us, not anything. But I mean, the hope is, at least my hope is, that the after will be better than the before. I just don't think that right now is the time to go jump on a plane, okay? That's all.
Gosh, I really wish I'd had this conversation with you before. You were always telling me I was too impulsive.
What did you do?
I've already booked the ticket, Parker. It's been booked for weeks. Look, Parker, I don't expect you to say much, but can you please just say something?
Cancel it?
What?
Just eat the cost and cancel it.
It's a little late for that, isn't it? I mean, I'm getting on that flight regardless.
Where will you even stay?
But I hadn't thought of about that because I just thought I'd stay with you.
Jesus, Alex, this was really stupid. I mean, if you come here, will the UK even let you back in? What were you thinking?
I was thinking about you, none of the details seem to matter.
No, you clearly weren't thinking about me. I mean, I have been telling you for months how nervous I am and how careful I'm being. I mean, I haven't even gone to see my own family, and then you just decide to buy a plane ticket without asking me. No, I'm sorry. No, you clearly weren't listening to any of my concerns.
I thought I was different, all right? Special to you, I don't know. I thought those rules didn't apply to me because I'm me.
So you just thought I was going to put you before my family. That's a nice double standard.
Okay, all right, fine. I see your point, all right? I don't think those scenarios are comparable, but I don't think we're saying eye to eye on anything today, and I'm getting sick and tired of this argument. I'm not accomplishing anything.
Yeah, me too. Maybe we just need to sleep on this.
As much as I'd love that luxury, I really need to start planning this trip now. So, you take as long as you need.
What do you mean? When is your flight?
No, does it matter, Parker? It's soon, and apparently I'm horrifically underprepared. So.
Okay, no, but you can't act like that's my fault because you're the one who booked a plane ticket. And then
All right, yeah, fine. I know. I know. All right. I know, right? Like I've said 100 times now. I'm sorry, but I'm getting on that flight, and I know this is a long shot, but it's all out there now anyway. So, would you meet me at the gate? Pick me up with a big cardboard sign like you used to.
Um, Alex, I just need to sleep on this. Okay, can you just give me a little bit of time at least?
Yeah, yeah. Of course.
It's getting late for you anyways, so I'm just gonna call you tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. I love you. Okay then.
Okay. Awesome. So, yeah, sorry, we forgot to include, but that featured Abby Carter and Nebu Samuel, as you saw. So let's hear it for all of them. That was a really, really interesting piece. It hit home for me personally. My cousin, her fiance, is from Belarus, and thankfully he's here in the United States with us. But can only imagine what it would be like for them, right now if they were separated. So up next, we have Cheaper Than Chimpanzees by Thomas Sparrow and Nicole Crabtree. This piece is also pre-recorded, and it's featuring Tyler Rayner, Hannah Whitley, and Ashley Couture. And I will get this shared here in just a second.
Hello. Hi.
Hey, hey,
Can you hear?
hey.
Is it working?
Yeah. I got you. Can you hear me?
Hello. I can't hear you.
Hey, no, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
No. Oh, wait.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, hello.
I can hear you now. Oh, sorry. I had you on mute.
Of course you did.
Yeah, my bad. Anyways, hello. How are you doing? What's that noise?
I'm good. Ignore it. It'll stop soon. I'm feeling all right actually. You?
I'm not bad, thanks. It's so good to finally see you.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's super weird, but nice.
For sure.
So tell me, we haven't got long. I was told there was like a limited window apparently.
Yeah. It's pretty far. So.
I was gonna ask, what's it like?
What, the trip?
Well, yeah, the travel. Where are you and stuff?
Straight in with the big questions, I see.
Not every day I get to ask them.
I suppose, but it really wasn't that exciting, to be honest.
Oh, fuck off.
No, really, it was very simple.
No, easy for you. You weren't flying it.
Exactly. I mean, we just treated it like a normal flight, really.
Not exactly what I was hoping for.
Oh, did you expect big flames and flashing lights?
Yeah, I kind of hope so.
Well, there was a little at the start, but it quickly relaxed, I guess is how to say it.
Okay, well, I guess if there was some.
There was some.
Okay, good. It seems faster than I pictured it being.
A lot of years since the early days.
I know, but even so, I wasn't expecting it to just be a few days. I thought it'd be months at least.
Oh, is that what you say to James and Harriet when you drive them somewhere? Then drive around for hours?
Well, by the time they're in the car, it doesn't matter.
True. They're stuck.
Precisely.
How are they?
The kids?
Yeah.
I mean, they're good. James is doing all of his exams at the moment, and he's being a little diva about it. And Harriet is hyper as ever, winding James up all the time.
Are they there now?
No, I'm sorry. They're at this camp this weekend, and I tried to rearrange it, but it was just a nightmare.
Oh, okay. No worries. Just send them my love and wish them the best.
Of course I will. Tell me, what's it like there?
On the site?
Yeah,
It's okay, I guess.
you guess.
I mean, it's a bit bare, really.
Oh, really? That sucks.
Well, to be honest, it's pretty much the same as what it was like back there. I'm in Section B. Get a room with a bed and a toilet. Get our own rooms now, though, which is nice.
Section 5?
Huh?
Like, Section 5, right? Like, Roman numerals?
Oh, no, it's V, like the letter. Massive place. You know, each section is part of the alphabet, but then there is a second load of sections, like Section V2.
How many people are in each section?
I'm not sure if they're all the same size, but mine is like 100 people altogether, I think. roughly.
Shit.
But yeah, so the rooms themselves are nice, but you make up for that with no windows, which is weird.
You think they spruce it up a little bit, make it more appealing?
Apparently not.
Fuckers.
Yeah, fuck them.
Do you go outside much?
Outside?
Yeah.
Are you having a laugh?
What?
What? How do you suppose we do that then?
Well, I thought maybe you have yards and stuff.
I don't think you quite grasp what the problem is.
Well, obviously not a stroll outside, but you could put something on and you could walk or something.
Not really, no. Those outfits are expensive as fuck.
Oh, really?
We do have some exercise though, but you'll laugh.
Why? What is it?
They have a massive room full of treadmills, like all lined up, very organized. But when you use one, you can put on this headset thingy, which it's basically like,
VR.
Yeah, like VR, yeah. But instead of it being like a game or something, it's.
Does it take you outside?
No, I wish that would be cool. No, it has a choice of random places to run around.
What places?
Random stuff like Hyde Park, Manhattan, or the Outback.
The Outback?
Yeah. Even Chernobyl.
What the fuck? Why there?
The fuck if I know, but yeah, so we can pretend to be running around places we may know.
Oh yeah, because everybody knows fucking Chernobyl. I mean, who wouldn't want to run around a nuclear wasteland?
It isn't real though.
Even so.
I think that is a random one, but the others seem to be relatively normal places that people may actually like to run around.
I think it's pretty cool.
It's weird though.
Weird but cool.
I suppose so.
It's like giving you a glimpse of excitement for when you come back.
Yeah, or like dangling a carrot on the end of a stick. But how have you been, anyway? Anything new to report? How's work?
Nothing new. Same old bullshit.
Still reporting shit?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure only half the stuff I read out is true.
Anything about us here?
Honestly, not really. There hasn't been much in the news about the Willowbrook Initiative, and I've been waiting to hear something, and nothing has.
Doesn't surprise me.
I went to visit Mom the other day.
How was it?
It was such a lovely day, and I took some lunch, and I sat down and I relaxed a little bit, and I took a broom and stuff and made sure everything was clean and clear. And I took some flowers too, a few of the ones she liked. What are they called? I always forget.
Hyacinths?
Yeah, that's right.
You sure you got the right ones?
Yeah, the flower lady knows who I am by now, and I got her some from you too.
Thank you.
You can deliver your own flowers next time.
Yeah, sure.
You can go get your hyacinths yourself. And I can sit at home for once.
Hyacinths?
Whatever.
Would you not want me to come with you?
Of course I would, you muppet.
Yeah, you'd be sick of me in no time.
Oh, I don't doubt it. What's that noise? Is it an alarm?
Fuck knows. It keeps going off, but we haven't been told anything. It's probably nothing.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, don't worry about it.
I miss you.
I miss you too.
I wish you could have stayed.
I think everyone here wishes that.
You that bad to live with?
Shut up.
When will you be home again?
I'm not sure.
Soon.
You couldn't see me while I was back there anyway.
I could.
Well, only in the same capacity as this, though.
It's not the same.
we get these calls at least.
But how often? When will the science allow for it?
Ask them.
What?
Ask them on here.
Can I?
What, did you think this was a private chat?
I thought so.
I wish. No, they watch them for anything underhand, you know, like outside issues that could help them catch more people. But yeah, ask away. Maybe they'll tell you. They won't tell me.
How often do we have these calls? Now what?
How should I know? All I know is they watch our calls.
They being...
I don't know. Whoever's watching.
Can they help us at all? Like tell me stuff about you and help you out?
Well, I mean, I assume so, but I don't know. Probably, but yeah. I mean, we don't get told too much here, to be honest.
That's a bit worrying.
Well, we get to call each other, and that's what's important anyway.
I wish it was more. It's not enough. It's not fair.
Nothing about this is, but we have to deal with it now, okay?
Why are they doing this?
I don't know.
Why are they using you?
I'm not sure.
You didn't even do anything.
It doesn't really matter anymore.
But you shouldn't even be there in the first place.
But it's fine. I'm okay.
It isn't, though. You didn't do anything wrong. And they didn't have any right to take you.
I know, but what's the point in complaining about it now? I'm here. I'll be free one day soon.
When you get back.
Yeah.
When will you come home?
Hopefully straight away.
Hopefully?
Well, they haven't really gone through everything yet with it all.
About when you come back?
Yeah. We don't even know when it'll be.
Not even a guess.
Not even a guess.
That's such bullshit. Well, when you come back, we're gonna have a huge party, so I hope you're ready for it.
Oh, a party, huh?
Yeah, I'll host, and we'll send the kids to a sleepover, and it'll just be a lot of us celebrating together.
God. Ooh. I haven't had a drink in a very, very, very long time.
Oh, you're gonna be such a lightweight. Do you reckon it'll change because of you being out there?
Well, I don't actually know, but do you think?
Maybe it'll affect your body, surely. You'll come back. You'll have one shot of tequila, face down on the floor.
I'll be as bad as Mom had her 50th.
Oh, God. Is that when you had to carry her back from the bar?
Literally drag her home.
Oh, I don't even think I remember too much of that night either, to be honest.
I sobered up pretty quickly, but it was a great night.
Oh, it was. She had a good time.
Yeah, you did well with that one.
Thank you. Your return party will be just as extraordinary.
Oh, I look forward to it.
I fucking hope so. I wish I knew when the next calls would be.
Well, maybe it'll be sooner than you think.
I hope so. I'll make sure the kids are on next time so you can say hi to them.
That'd be nice.
How long do we have?
Probably not that long.
Probably not, no. Oh, I know what I wanted to ask you.
What?
How is the food?
Okay, could possibly be the last question until our next call, and you're asking me what the food is like.
Yeah, I meant to ask it earlier. I'm curious. Is it like paste in tubes?
What fucking paste?
How am I supposed to know what you eat up there?
Well, it's closer to military rations than toothpaste, if that's what you want to know.
But it's nice.
For the most part, yeah. I mean, it could be a lot worse. I mean, although
which has been confirmed took the lives of over 2,500 prisoners. The project, which was head up by the top world leaders, was intended to have been the first step in discovering whether life was sustainable on other planets. Constructed 2 years ago, the site had housed prisoners for only 28 days before it fell apart. Project leaders claim the oxygen leak that caused these deaths occurred suddenly and with little time to launch a rescue mission. However, it has been proven false information provided by the company. It has since been discovered that the scientists whose job it was to monitor the safety of these men and women that stood by and watched as these conditions deteriorated on the prison site for several weeks prior. They knew the danger and they did nothing. Content to let these people die for their mission, they let those on site slowly die and lose their air.
We apologize for the interruption. The Willowbrook Initiative was an historic worldwide collaboration 2 years ago, where inmates from many countries were offered the opportunity to populate the first prison complex ever built on another planet in return for shorter sentences. These lives, who would have otherwise been wasted to the prison system, have instead been a part of furthering humanity. Project leaders assured us that they did everything they could to try and restore the base once a problem was detected, but that the oxygen levels dropped too suddenly for a rescue mission to be of any help. Although this is a great loss for the project, plans to start building a second complex on the recently announced Mars site have commenced, and they hope information collected from Willowbrook will be a big aid in housing the 3,000 new prisoners set to arrive in the later months of next year.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you to everyone involved in that. That was a brilliant piece. I personally wouldn't want to be in the start of that new experiment on Mars, and I'm sure that's pretty much the case for a lot of people. So moving on, we have our first actual live performance of the evening, and this performance comes from Maisie Welch and William Cantor, and it's called The Weight of the World, and this features Annie Klutz, Anna Rosa Butler, Michael Webb and William Cantor, and hopefully everything goes to plan, and enjoy the next performance in this evening.
The Zoom meeting opens. The first to arrive is the supervisor seated in front of a desk. She looks run down, gripping onto her coffee mug as if it were the only source of life she has left. She is dressed all in dull office attire and gives off the sense that she is just done with life and work. The next to arrive is a teenage girl, Brie, fidgeting nervously. She is wearing brightly coloured, fashionable clothing and gives off the opposite feeling, as she appears full of life and determination. They are both clearly waiting for the arrival of the third person. There is a slight pause as they wait for the lag and audio to catch up with them.
Hi. Oh, I can't hear you. You're still muted.
Hi, can you hear me now?
Hi, yes.
Hi. Well, hi. So you must be Bree. Yeah, and I'm the World Wielder Supervisor. We spoke via email, right?
Hi, yes, I love the plan. So we're keeping that on the low for right now.
Oh, yes. So as far as the World Wielder is concerned, this is just a meeting to make sure that he's in line with Superco. If you have any questions, now might be a good time.
I see. Do you think he'll make us wait long? I heard he never shows up on time.
Well, World Wielder is one of our most in-demand superheroes. There's any number of life-threatening causes he might be dealing with, supposedly, apparently.
That what he says whenever he's late?
Pretty much.
You'd think a guy who can fly faster than the speed of sound could show up to a Zoom meeting on time.
Well, the World Wielder is not particularly fond of these meetings. Not public enough, you know, no public there to egg him on, no merch. Oh, you could try tweeting at him that, you know, he'll get an award for showing up. No.
Wait, would that actually work?
Yeah, I'm surprised he still falls for it. There's only so many times you can give him an award for knowing all the words.
I guess anybody's ego can override their judgment. I'll try the award thing.
Raven starts typing, reading aloud as she does.
At Real World Wielder, you've been nominated for an award for doing so much with so little. You know, because he has small hands.
Small hands. Nice.
DM me for the Zoom link to find out more and send.
Bree's phone starts buzzing as the World Wielder tries to contact her. Bree sends him the link, and soon enough, a man in a gaudy superhero costume joins the meeting, striking a heroic pose. This is World Wielder. The supervisor and Bree react with the same level of surprise that one would expect.
So, is this a done deal? Have I won? What's the prize? Hello, you must be awestruck. I am the World Wielder. Go on, you can tweet that you've met me. I don't mind. Tag, hashtag, all the tags. Go on, really, I encourage you to do so.
This is the third meeting this month you've been late to, WW.
Sorry, I just saw a tweet from somebody called @CheesyBree16 about an award in your office. It sounded urgent. No time for meetings.
Late for the third time? The month has only just started.
Who is this wide-eyed child? She just can't believe she's met me, can she? Is she another nominee? Because I'm not gonna lie. Look at her, then back to me, then look at her again. Now, wouldn't you rather she were me?
I'm CheesyBree16. I mean, I'm just Bree, and I'm 16.
Ah, so you're the one with the award. Tell me, what is it?
Well, before that, I just want to know more about the work that you actually do. Get to know the man behind the mask, if you will.
Haha, fan. I knew it.
And I'm here to ensure that your answers align with the mission statement of Superco. As the ones who gave you your superpowers, everything you say and do is a reflection on us. So please remember that. Remember that, please.
A conduct review? Next you're gonna tell me there's no award.
Well, that depends on if you've done anything to earn one recently.
Whoa there, I've done a lot for this city. So much. I've done all the things. Good things, all the good things. I don't need to hear this.
Legally speaking, WW, you do need to hear this. Yes, so you can't keep skipping out on these meetings. Have a seat.
World Wielder pouts and sits down.
So, what exactly is it that you've done for this city?
I've done a lot for this city. I've done so much. And I have big changes planned for the future. What kind of personal attack are you trying to make here? I am returning the city to its former glory. And if that's not what you're doing, maybe we should be questioning you.
World Wielder feels that his contributions to the city's betterment outweigh any possible criticism from the public.
Look, I don't want to make any personal attacks. I know that being a superhero can't be an easy job, but you owe it to the public to listen when we
So
tell
you
that
speak for the public now?
when we tell you that
Lots
you
of
need
my
to do
followers,
better.
all of my
I know that
followers think I'm doing a great job.
you spend a lot of time making yourself
Great
listen,
job.
but we're
I
still
don't think
waiting for you to
anyone
actually
can
make
do a
these
better
big
job.
changes that you're going to make,
Especially in a
especially
time
now
like
that
this.
the world is
I am
going to
going to go down in
shit.
history.
I just want to know when you're going to actually start helping the city and not just your fellow superheroes. In fact, a lot of people want to know.
And what are you doing for the city? TikTok dances, I'll take that award now, if you don't mind.
World Wielder would like you, to encourage you to reach out to the any thousands of people who he's helped during this time at Superco.
Go on, they'll tell you everything. I've got nothing to hide.
Well, there are some people on Twitter who think
Fake
that...
news!
What?
Nothing. Go on.
It's funny you asked me about speaking for the public. I actually started a Twitter thread and people were
Fake
saying
news!
She has a right to speak.
I have a right to disagree.
World Wielder sighs impatiently and gestures for Bree to continue.
I started a thread for people to share their experiences with superheroes, and they had a lot to say about you, and not all of it was positive.
Listen, kiddo, I'm a maverick. I don't always play by the rules, but I get results. Twitter can judge me when they've tried being a superhero for a few days. I bet you they'd have a different opinion.
World Wielder would like to take responsibility for any mistakes he may or may not have done, and he looks forward to working for the public to address their concerns.
Yes, but you can't just accept praise from your followers and ignore complaints from everybody else. Thousands of people speaking out against you can't be chalked up to fake news. Superheroes are supposed to represent everybody's best interest, not just their own.
Child, I became a superhero to stand up for the common man.
Okay.
My father taught me the importance of that. I want to make this city as great as it has been in the past again. So sue me.
World Wielder would like to remind you that similar to democratically elected officials, that he stands by the people and for the people.
Bullshit.
What's that?
Sorry, just a cough I have.
Is she ill? Is she full of germs?
Oh,
Where's my bunker
Christ.
guy? Derek, I need PPE. Stat.
PPE.
The white suit thing. Where's my mask?
I'm not ill.
She's not ill. Oh my God.
Okay, calm down, everyone. We're fine. Absolutely fine. I'm sure we could all drink bleach or something if you're lying.
No. World Wielder was trying to make a joke, and you should not drink bleach under any circumstances.
I mean, yeah, maybe it's more fake news, but I hear that bleach is pretty bad for you.
Is it? I mean, of course it is. I was joking, showing how fine and healthy we all are and how ridiculous your reaction was.
Are you sure you're healthy?
My doctors would say I am.
Have you really been telling people to drink bleach?
No, World Wielder would like to again repeat that you should not drink bleach under any circumstances, and he was trying to make a joke, and he apologizes for any confusion.
Well, apologizes is a strong word.
He apologizes for any confusion.
She said it, not me.
Okay, let's back up for a moment. Your father, the multimillionaire business magnate, taught you about standing up for the common man. Something about that just seems insincere.
You don't have to be a common man to stand up for them. Sure, I have super strength, super speed, super flight, and super money, but other than that, I'm just an ordinary guy. I even pay taxes when I feel like it. And if you're not convinced, I can bring in my buddy from the neighboring city, Mr. Flying Flags.
Oh, brilliant. Mr. fucking Flying Flags.
Mr. Flying Flags?
Yeah,
No.
top guy. Love the guy. Funny guy. Top guy. I'll bring him in.
World Wielder looks confused at the screen as he tries to figure out how to add Mr. Flying Flags to the meeting before calling his name.
Mr. Flying Flags!
I'll send him the link.
A short, stumpy man with impressively messy hair and slightly less garish outfit than World Wielder joins the meeting. This is Mr.
Called? You called? Yes. Hello. I would shake your hands, but Zoom. Better not, actually, even if I could. Didn't work out for me well last time. Quite lengthy process of being bedridden, isolated for a while, and trotted over to the hospital for
Like I said, top guy.
Yes, well, that's very kind of you to say. Yes.
Just telling these beautiful women that
I'm
that
16. So inappropriate.
Inappropriate, regardless.
Hello, hello.
I was telling these individuals that despite our many superpowers, we are just ordinary people with ordinary, relatable problems.
Oh, yes, yes. Yeah, well, quite, yes. I mean, I tell my child, I have one child, is that we are a normal family. And even though I went to a special school, a superhero school, away from the other children, I am normal. And understand how to use my powers for good. Yes. And did you see my new hoverboard regime? It's brilliant. What I've done is I've put them all across the city. It's a huge hit, and everybody loves them. It's a great success. I've got a video somewhere. If I can just screen share it.
See, we care about the ordinary people as much as ourselves.
I can't quite figure out the sherry screeny thing. But yes, other people are caring, which is a lot, actually. It is of the utmost importance.
World Wielder and Mr. Flying Flags pride themselves on embodying the motto of Super Quo. Everybody here is super, and invite their followers to do the same.
Hey now, let's not get carried away. After all, if everybody were super, what would they need me for?
That's a very good point. Interesting. Yes. Interesting point you've made there. Bravo. Bravo.
Mr. Flying Flags accidentally changes his background, which he will continue to do as the meeting continues. Everyone else just tries to best to ignore him.
I seem to have changed my background. Looks like I'm floating in space. That's very good. Look at me go. One stop for, well, you know.
Moving on. I wanted to ask you about how you got your start. Didn't your father donate $1 million to Super Cove right around the same time that you became World Wielder?
She's got you there. Houston, we have a problem.
What does that have to do with anything? They gave me powers based on the strength of my character.
World Wielder would like to deny that the insinuation that his father's money was the only reason that he managed to get superpowers and indeed become a superhero.
Well, I'm sure he does, even though he didn't have the years of experience with public service that most superheroes have. World Wielder got his powers just like that.
So what? I still make a great superhero because I know how to make people feel good about themselves. I do everything that you wish you could do.
Quite impressively, too. Show him that trick you do with money. Oh, no, it's quite brilliant. Without you noticing, he could just magic money from your pocket all the way to his own. It's very proud. I'm trying to perfect it. Did quite a lot of advertising for my magic on buses mainly, but people are seeing it. They're seeing me do it, so I must try harder, I suppose. But this man is truly powerful. I'm trying the bumbling method, distracting people with my hair and bubbling voice, and they won't expect it.
Oh, thank you. I know I'm amazing.
You're more than welcome. Do you still want to go on that drink on Friday before 10 p.m., before it's, safe?
I'll have my people talk to your people.
Splendid.
What? Hang on. Whoa. Where were we? Yes. World Wielder sees himself as more than just a man with superpowers. He is the American dream in human form, I suppose.
Maybe he's the American dream for rich white people, but for everyone else, he's a ticking time bomb. He's done bad things in the past, and it's only a matter of time before he does more. He uses his influence to spread hatred and prejudice, and he's sexist at best and a predator at worst. He's an egotistical nightmare that is dividing our city more than it's been for decades, and he's a fucking dangerous lunatic, and all we do is try not to get on his bad side.
You think I'm influential? Thank you, child.
We're all human. I mean, my bus trick divided the city quite dramatically, too. Oopsie poopsie. Just trying to sneakily sort that out now. They've got bigger things to worry about, so, you know, iron while the strike's hot.
What bad have I actually done?
I mean, you might not want to ask that legally, WW.
Let me pull up a few examples. There's the time you tried to shake a cat out of a tree and ended up smashing it into a school bus. My brother was on that bus.
Okay, but I saved the cat. That counts for something.
I saw that. Very heroic.
Do you mind maybe not talking sometime?
Ah, I suppose, yes, I could. I shall speak when I can, but if I can't, I won't. But I won't talk unless absolutely necessary, but I won't not talk unless I shouldn't, and when I shouldn't is when I will talk, and vice versa, and so forth.
Translation?
I thought that was very clear.
Put a cork in it.
World Wielder would also like to emphasize that only 9 of the children suffered any lasting damage. As always, his father paid for the medical bills.
Thank goodness for the resilience of children. To protect them is to protect our future. I don't suppose anybody remembers the time I saved those kids from an oncoming train?
Actually, a few people did mention that, and credit where credit is due, you did save those kids. It's just that when you stopped the train, it derailed and crashed into a hospital.
Mr. Flying Fly stays to speak in World Wielder's defense, but World Wielder clears his throat to cut him off.
At least the paramedics were right there. I'll admit that as much as I do for the city, they're the real heroes here.
World Wielder would also like to, oh so humbly, may I add, downplay his contributions to the city and insist that healthcare workers be treated with more respect. And of course, his father also paid for the damages to the hospital.
For somebody who likes healthcare workers so much, you sure make their job a lot harder. Remember when you dangled that guy from the top of a skyscraper until he confessed to a crime that he didn't commit?
When? That's happened a few times. Lots of suspicious-looking people in this city.
Well, any of them really, but especially the ones who had heart attacks after you threatened to drop them. Since when do superheroes torture people?
I prefer to think of it as an enhanced interrogation technique.
I've got quite a few suspicious-looking people in my city too. Most of them work for me though, so that might be a potential oversight. Shutting up.
You're really not helping your case here, WW.
Oh, please. I became a superhero to protect the greater good. Nobody said anything about getting lectured by a child. If that's all this conduct review is going to be, I'm out of here. I expect details of that award on my desk stat.
Desk? Ah, yes, I know the one. There's quite an overly shape to it. Impressive woodwork, I must say.
Actually, before you start doing, before you start doing your little up and away routine, WW, I think you should know that, this wasn't a conduct review. Nope. And it was your last chance to prove yourself to see if you're worthy of your superpowers.
So how did I do?
Well, we are putting your position under review. And, we'll make our decision in November. But I can tell you that the facts are not looking good. And you can see yourself out.
Yes, definitely tweeting this.
This is just because you don't like me, isn't it? You want to rob this city of its greatest hero over a personal grudge.
Well, I can neither confirm nor deny that. But WW, this is happening because thousands of people have signed a petition to have you stripped of your powers. We have to take this seriously.
A petition I started, FYI. You answer to the public, not the other way around.
You see, this is why I just waited for the other superheroes in the city to get overwhelmed with the workload. And I just slipped in there. Best way to do it, I'd say. Less of the public to object.
If you want to take my powers, you'll have to catch me first.
Wielder gets up and runs away from his camera.
Haha! Never catch me, losers!
Oh my God, will you shut up? We can still hear you.
Shit! Sad.
You must want to say that to him all the time.
Oh, my lord, you have no idea.
Wild Wilder puts his hand in front of the camera and tries to leave the meeting. He can't figure it out, gives up and just punches his desk until the screen goes blank. Wild Wilder has left the meeting.
Yeah, he goes through a lot of monitors doing that.
It's pretty worrying when a superhero can't even figure out how to use Zoom.
Yeah, well, between you and me, he's a bit of a worry to us all. Before you go, is there anything else I can do for you, Brie?
If you could just hold the rest of your superheroes to a higher standard, that would be great. The last thing the city needs is more guys like him pushing everybody around.
Yeah, well, I'll see what I can do. But honestly, Brie, I can't promise anything. Unfortunately, that's sometimes how the world works.
It doesn't have to be.
Mm.
There's no time like the present for things to change.
Your sense of justice is truly admirable, Brie. If you ever want to come and work for us, I could put in a good word for you.
Thanks, but if that means working with anybody like World Wielder, you can count me out.
Look, hey, you might just come around in a few years' time. Just give us a call.
I don't want to carry the weight of the world. I just want to help people. And I don't need superpowers to do that.
Why, that's quite inspiration. Clever. Does all this apply to me too?
Yes.
Probably.
Bugger. What does the kids say? Back to the hoverboard?
Do the kids say that?
No.
Well, lovely to meet you both.
I've met you on multiple occasions.
You could shake. Well, no, better not. Virus and all. I'll just.
Mr. Flags leaves the meeting.
Well, until next time.
Until then.
The supervisor ends the meeting. End of play.
Ah! Ah! How do I get off here? Ah!
Oh goodness. Oh, the joys of Zoom.
Kick me off. I've done this before. Hang on. Let me get out of it. How do I get out? Yeah.
All right, then just make sure you mute yourself. Awesome. Well, that was an interesting piece. Definitely noticed some similarities there. Seems a little familiar. So up next, we have Speak Out Because by Paris Spivey and Devin Hayakawa, featuring Kathleen Fox, Jamie Sandersfield, Juliana Lishow, Mason Sontag, Simon Sofawara, and Devin Hayakawa.
Dearest Mamenka, my bed is made, my homework is finished, the food storage is restocked, and the cat has been fed. I'm off to Petrograd to join the sailors and the soldiers in the protest tomorrow. After that rat, Nicholas, all the bourgeoisie need to be thrown out as well. We need to get them all out and get Russia out of this bloody war. If we still want Russia by the end of it. If I do not return, just know I did it for a greater future for Russia and a greater future for you. I love you, your little rabbit.
Wow, it's you. I noticed a candlelight is lit. What are you doing awake?
I couldn't sleep.
Something on your mind, Pavel?
Yeah, the cat. I think I forgot to feed it.
It's rare for something like the cat to worry you like this.
Well, I think I'm just gonna head up now. Go to sleep. You should too, Matra.
Pavel, I'm worried about you. About university.
University? Matra, I know I said I was lagging behind before, but I've caught up on all of it now.
It's just, I've seen you working late into the night, Pavel. I don't think it's the cat keeping you up, and I think it's because of the way you view your studies.
But yes, Matra, I'm aware.
And I would like to see that letter.
Excuse me?
I didn't want to bring it up like this, but Pavel, it's becoming increasingly difficult for me to ignore your growing interests in these new ideas. They are quite radical. Actually, I would like to discuss taking you out of university. Open the letter, Pavel.
No.
Unbelievable. You sneak around my house like some thief, squander your studies, and I bet you haven't even fed the cat.
I was going to.
You were going to. Like how you were going to go all the way to Petrograd for people you don't even know. University is a cesspit for ill-minded youths and grandiose ideas. It is no place for someone with potential such as you. I'm taking you out, and you'll work for your uncle at his bank.
No, Matra, you know I don't want that. I don't want to be a part of a system that oppresses people. I want to get involved in politics.
You don't want that, son. Politics is dangerous at the moment.
Well, politics is dangerous because we made it get to that point, but we can get out of it. The violence ends when the peasants are freed, when we're all free from this class system.
See, this is why I never wanted you to go to university in the first place. You're simply following a mindless youth trend.
I'm not playing games, Matra. These are people's lives we're talking about, and I'm going to help them speak out. I'm going to Petrograd tonight, and I will join the Bolsheviks in the fight for a communist Russia.
Son, the Bolsheviks, these peasants, why are you doing this for them? They don't know what they're doing. They're yelling chants and holding pitchforks. And you think that's a better Russia?
Mamasha, the peasants are Russia. They fight for us. They feed us. Russia would be nothing without them. They are angry because they've been robbed of the rights and pleasures that we have but don't deserve. And they are thirsty for bourgeoisie blood, for our blood. So I'm going to stand with them. Let them know that I am with them.
That is not how life works, child. Screaming a few words at the sky will not change things.
People are starving now. The war is happening now. Talking and negotiations is just going to take too long and delay change. Russia needs to start over.
Are you listening to yourself? You've been lucky to have lived so long and not had to fight. You're breaking your mother's heart.
I'm sorry, Mamenka.
Don't go. You'll be throwing so much away for all that is uncertain.
No, I'm throwing this away for you. Trust me. When we win, you'll understand.
I told you, you're not going.
Helena's gone, Matka, and so is Hana and Igor and the cheese blintz man and the kid I buy papers from. The streets, they feel... I can't even describe it.
I'm not going to let my teenager flee to Sweden because the cherry blintz man is buying into some ridiculous rumor that the town witch lady is spreading.
Helena told me she felt in her stomach how it was going to rain at Antony's wedding, and then it did. And she said she knew Hana was pregnant by the look in her eyes, and then she was. And she knew those young German union members in Germany were suffering just by feeling, she said. And I know she's odd, sure, but I think she knows something.
How could you be so reckless to put your faith in a crazy person?
Imagine how weird people must have thought Moses was. This awkward, stuttering shepherd says he heard God talking in a burning bush and told him to take all the Jewish slaves out of Egypt. But people before, they relied on faith and trust and intuition. And if they hadn't, I'd be off building pyramids somewhere.
Marzina, your father told me the story, and it wasn't intuition. You ever think maybe it was the massive river of blood that made them believe him?
I'm trying to skip that part.
Since when have you felt so connected to your father's side of the family anyway? I never heard you talk about his stories before.
I miss him. I want to live in a country where it would have been safe for us to be a family. And if the Germans come to Poland, it's only going to get worse.
No one will suspect you of anything.
My last name is El Kayam, Mama, and look at me.
You don't even look that Jewish.
Helena loves this community. She lives for the people here. She's not going to pack up her bags and flee to Sweden for no reason.
And neither are you. Wait. I can't lose you two.
Then come, please.
There is nothing for me there.
There's safety, there's freedom.
I am free.
Are you free if your child's not?
Come in.
Are you busy?
No, what's up?
I found this in your trash this morning.
What?
I was cleaning your room and I found this in your trash.
You're going through my shit, Mom?
Language, William.
You're going through my stuff, Mom?
Yes, I am your mother. Why is your college asking for final payments?
I, dropped out of Kent.
Why? Why would you do that? You worked so hard to get into that school.
That's not what's important right now.
What about your scholarship or your career? I thought you were going to be a lawyer.
The world has enough lawyers. We need change.
You can make change with a degree after you graduate and after law school. What would you put all that on hold for?
I'm dropping out to protest.
Protest what?
The war? This drafting process is bullshit. They're taking kids who can't go to school and won't get that chance if they get blown up in Nam. Black kids are being sent in our places, and that's not fair. It's not right. So I'm protesting.
And you think abandoning your education is going to help African American people?
Yes. I think that they need to know there are other people who support them and support their cause. Just look at the numbers, Mom. You can see it happening live on television. Unnecessary killings by the hundreds, and no one's doing anything. No one, not even fucking Johnson, gives a shit about these people. But they're the ones fighting for us, for some corporate Third Reich nation.
William, do not speak about your country that way. Your brother did not go to war so you could get an education just for you to be a good-for-nothing dropout. He barely fought for this country, just as you've worked for years to get into Kent.
Jack didn't have to die! They put him through a meat grinder. This war is not good for America. Vietnam is on fire. What happened to him and what has happened to thousands of others should have been avoided. And it can be if we protest.
This war is for your country. Your brother died for your country. You're telling me you've dropped out of college to fight for these violent groups of people that you don't even know?
I have to use the privilege I have to make a better world, not just make a name for myself. And these people aren't violent. You've read the papers. They're using water cannons on children, unleashing dogs on them. Look, I've already dropped out. Support me or don't.
Why can't you listen to reason?
If you love me, you'll stand with me.
I do love you. I just wish you would be open to discussing it.
This is me discussing it right here, right now.
You're backing me into a corner, Jen.
It shouldn't feel like a corner, Mom. It should feel like a celebration.
Celebration.
Yes, a celebration. I'm planning on proposing to Dawn. That's something you should be excited about.
I am excited, Jen.
Then give me your blessing. I thought you said you were excited.
It's not that simple.
It should be.
It's not legal, Jennifer.
It is in Massachusetts now.
So not only are you trying to get married to a woman, you're trying to do it halfway across the country?
If that's how far I need to go to marry the love of my life, I'm going to do it. I'd go further if I had to, fly to the Netherlands, to Belgium.
I don't see why you can't just be together privately. Why do you have to make it this huge event?
You and Dad got married in front of at least 100 people.
And that was different.
And I don't even want to know how much your dress cost, and the hair, and the ring.
Sure.
I'm not willing to compromise my love for Dawn because it makes you uncomfortable.
I'm not willing to compromise my relationship with God because my daughter wants to choose sin.
It's not sin, Mom. It's... My God understands that. I just want the same rights as you. Is that too much to ask?
First, they came for the socialists, and I did not speak out because I was not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionists.
And I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews.
And I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. Then they came.
Then they came.
Then they came.
Then they came.
Well, really sure. I get that the last time we talked you weren't exactly civil, but I didn't think we were on full-blown non-speaking terms. Anyways, I hope you are doing well and that you remember to feed the cat. I'm out at the protest, like you told me not to be, but what else am I really gonna do about it? Be totally fine with cops shooting down people who look like me and getting away with it. I mean, fuck. Sorry, language, I know. I get that you're worried about the virus at all, especially now that I'm in the States. But this pandemic is new. All this racial discrimination shit, it's not new at all. It's the type of shit you learn about in a history class, only to watch the news to see happening live on our phones. I'm tired of it all. It's just, maybe, if they see us risking it all out there, they might finally get it. You know? You might finally get it. It's not easy. I really hate that the last time we talked face to face, you weren't really us, you know? I mean, I'm sure we were both speaking from the heart, but when we got political, I stopped seeing you as my mum. And it made me think, for a split second, you stopped seeing me as your son. I don't know how to describe it, but it really broke me. I'm sorry I yelled, but is it really wrong of me, deep down, to want you to stand up for me too? I know I don't look like you, which makes this harder to understand, and I'm grateful to you, don't get me wrong. I remember one time you said to me, I have nothing to be afraid of. And I really love you for saying that, but I also really wish it were true. This isn't just some internet fad. I'm not getting swept up by peer pressure. Mom, you taught me to love myself. You taught me to stand up for myself and to stand up for those who need it. The same way you stood up to the world when you adopted me, took me in and loved me for everything that I am. Anyways, all I can say is that at least I'm wearing at least I'm wearing a mask, right? I don't know how today's gonna go, but at least I'm not gonna catch corona. Okay, back on topic. Mom, whatever happens, I don't regret it. If I do make it back, or even if I don't, I still love you. Even with the forced Sunday services, and us using the dinner table as a place for shitting on each other's politics. I love you so much, but I need to be here for these people. my people. And of course, despite our many differences, if I go, Mum, I just hope there'll be someone left here.
Wow. Thank you very much for that. I'm sure I'm speaking for a lot of people when I say how resonant that piece was and how it reflects on this year. So thank you very much for that, and well done to everyone involved in that. Okay, so then up next we have a piece by Maddie Hanwell and Lauren Aldeva, and it features Raven Essex, Justine P. Lopez and Christopher DeSantis, and it is called Des, and I'm sorry if I butcher the title here, Des Ex Machina, but like not. So please sit back and enjoy this next piece.
We've been in this waiting room for over 20 minutes.
No time limit on justice.
I still don't even know why I had to come to this.
You know exactly why you are here.
No, I don't.
You destroyed my property.
Destroy is taking it a bit far, don't you think?
You eradicated my hedges.
I did not. I just cut off the dead bits.
You could have done that without hacking off an entire section.
The hedge was looking abysmal anyway. It was creeping over to my side of the yard.
It's not my fault that you don't care about keeping up with the traditional values of a clean hedge.
I'm sure there is a way that we can come to a mutual agreement on this and not get the higher power involved.
Scared of a little responsibility.
The higher powers never do anything to help.
Lies!
Calm down.
All right, going that route, I see. For starters, they created these vassals in order for us to communicate with them. They also have been in power for the longest time, taking care of us. Just like my hedges, they are from a time when things were clear and concise until you came in and crippled them.
It really isn't that deep.
I'm going to let the higher power decide that. They always make the correct decision.
I'm not even certain that the higher power knows what they're doing. I mean, what are some of the positives? And you can't mention hedges.
The economy has never been greater.
The economy is on fire, just like most of the world right now.
You're one of those now, aren't you?
A what?
Those people who believe in all that climate change bullshit. Look, if it was such a big deal, the higher powers would have done something. They're omniscient. Ergo, it's not a big deal. And if it was, they would have sorted it. Gods, you atheists are all the same.
Who told you I was an atheist?
You literally have proof of the higher powers and you're calling them bullshit. It's pretty obvious. Stubbornly set in your beliefs even when the truth is right in front of you.
How about this? I will get you a couple of brand new hedges. That way you get to keep the hedges all to yourself and it adds to the environment.
I want my hedges to be what they were before you attacked them.
I haven't attacked anything. Why are you only focusing on problems now? We've been living next to each other for years.
You people have pushed me past the tipping point.
What do you mean by that exactly? Do you know what? I've got better things to do with my time. I'm out of here.
See what happens when you leave a court hearing. And when the higher power orders you to pay me some nice compensation, I'm going to move myself and my precious hedges away from you and your stupidity and your pointy garden shears.
Good riddance.
Fine.
So, what else do you not believe in?
I should be asking you what crap you believe in, like, do you believe in the tooth fairy or Santa Claus or that vaccines are actually helpful? Do you believe in all that too?
How can you be anti-vax? We're in the middle of a pandemic.
Look, if vaccines were so good for us, we'd be able to drink them. Try it. Go on. When them doctors come out with this vaccine for this pandemic, go and drink it. Actually do, because then you won't be going around chopping down other people's hedges.
Do you even own a face mask?
No, what for?
No, what for?
The higher powers gave me this sweet face of mine, so why would they want me to cover it up with some ugly-ass mask? And you know what else they gave me?
Oh yeah, what's that?
A fucking hedge! And if you're so caring about the environment, you shouldn't be going around butchering people's hedges.
Back to the goddamn hedges.
Have I ever chopped down your hedge?
This isn't.
Yes or no? Have I ever chopped down your hedge?
No!
Exactly, bitch.
I hope you die.
Excuse me?
I mean it. I hope you die. You self-entitled moron. You're endangering so many people, you enablest fucker. I bet you're anti-immigration too, huh?
Who isn't?
Racist fuck.
It's not like that. It's like, look, it's just like putting a hedge in the offices and in job spaces. It's not where it's supposed to be. It's taking.
Would you stop talking about hedges for 2 fucking seconds?
You're literally telling me to go die for my opinions.
Because you should, you racist, patriarchal, cisgender dickhead.
Shut up, snowflake.
Greetings, humans. It is I, the higher power, creator of the earth, ruler of the cosmos, exalted by all.
Greetings to you, oh exalted
Star
one.
maker,
Exalted
planet builder,
one.
hero of men, and the light in the dark.
Greetings to you, higher power. We come to you in search of aid.
In search of some shade?
In search of aid.
A grenade.
In search of aid.
You want me to call the fire brigade? Don't you mortals have phones for that?
What? No, in search of help.
What do you want? Something about hedges, it says here.
Oh, wise creators of the earth, this worshipper humbly beseeches you to help us with a problem we cannot solve. I ask that you, in your infinite wisdom and divineness, smites this heathen with such vile views.
My views are vile.
Please tell this base non-believer that climate change is a load of bullshit and that the vaccines and masks are totally unnecessary things.
Okay, so are we done?
Hang on. Let me try ringing them back.
Greetings, humans. It is I, the supreme being, creator of the earth, ruler of
Yeah, we've done that bit. It's us again.
The hedge people. I hereby decree that
Yeah, we've moved past that now. Please tell this loathsome creature that his actions put vulnerable people in peril.
You have a sheep called Neville.
No, please tell this snowflake that telling people to go die for their opinions is a step too far.
A man called Neville's telling people to go die. All right, I'll just wipe out everyone called Neville in the area.
No, that's not
surrounding
what.
you. Very well, humans. I shall do as you bid.
Well done.
Well, you started this wanting people to go die.
Greetings, humans. It is I, supreme being.
Yeah, been there. It's the same people.
Oh, right. Well, you should be pleased to know that all 22 Nevilles in the surrounding area have been atomized. Therefore, they shouldn't be causing any more problems for you or your hedges.
Oh my god.
Yes?
I mean, we just really want you to sort out this dispute we're having. What, everyone called Neville?
Yes, in a 30-mile radius. It wasn't too hard. No need to thank me.
I mean, I just wanted you to say that masks and vaccines were necessary and climate change is totally real.
And I was trying to say how those things are just hoaxes like they are, like how I've been told by you, the higher power.
I wish you'd actually led with that so I didn't have to waste my time searching for everyone called Neville.
What are you doing to help us?
What are you doing to help us?
Oh,
Your Supremeness!
Shit. Fuck me, I guess. Okay, what do you want me to say here, mortals?
You still haven't answered our question.
What was that? Sorry, you're breaking up.
Our question!
I mean, a hedge is a hedge at the end of the day.
We're not talking about hedges.
Look, if you're not actually going to ask me anything, I have, like, a lot of stuff to do.
Do what? Yeah, you're not exactly going anywhere.
You dare to question me, mortal?
Why did you even bother coming if you weren't going to hear us out?
I don't know. Seems pretty pointless, actually, now that I'm here. If it's all right with you, I'm going back to the Celestial Throne Room.
You can't just leave.
Oh, yes, I can. I'm a higher power. Now, if you don't mind, one of the other higher powers has queued up some Adventure Time on Netflix, so gotta go and deal with that. You have taken up too much of my time. Bye.
They just left us alone.
Just like always.
I just thought the higher power would have done something to help, not kill a bunch of innocent people. I never wanted that to happen, even if they didn't like hedges.
Obviously, they can't even do the bare minimum.
I guess you're right.
I'm sorry I told you to go die and about your hedges. It was really an honest mistake. How about I help you with them? My sister's just got back to me and she's a botanist and she's got some great advice on how to regrow what was taken away so they can start anew for new growth.
You did that? For me?
Yeah. Can I come over?
Sure.
However, you have to wear a mask, but I'll bring you one.
I can do that.
That was, wow, that one was really, really funny, y'all. I loved yeah, that was a very sweet ending. Okay, so the last piece that we have today is Algorithm by Luke Thornalley and Shelby Deal, featuring Nina Fedortov, Paul Jackson, and Heloise Spring.
No, I want to. I really did. What? Oh, um. Oh, I can't. I can't hear you.
Sorry. Did you see it?
Yeah, what?
The movie.
The one we watched last night, obviously.
No, the one on the poster.
Actually, I didn't open it.
Why?
The Ascendants wouldn't let me. And then you called, so.
It's vintage. From 2019.
Well, maybe I should have been more careful. What movies on the...
Just make it go away. It's called Midsummer.
What's it about?
You have to watch it.
It's not on my feed.
Maybe it will be now. You had a bad night at work.
Yeah. No one talks to me, so.
Because the Ascendants doesn't tell them to.
No one wants to talk to a bathroom attendant, you know.
I wonder what changed. In all the old movies, strangers talk to bathrooms all the time when they're drunk.
I mean, yeah. Do you ever wonder? I mean, do you remember what you wanted to be when you were younger? I mean, before collecting people's groceries, you had a dream, didn't you?
Doesn't everyone?
What if you did that? Like, what if we quit our jobs and became what we wanted to be when we were younger? That'd be like, how would that go? You know, like if I wanted to become a chef, like I wanted to when I was younger.
It wouldn't work. That's just not how it is.
But it's
Shoot. I have to go. My cousin's baby shower.
okay. And
I met someone.
yeah, give me a sec. Sorry. You met someone, really?
Yeah. Oh, the Ascendant showed so many talking points, and our rating was even higher than when I met you. So I started talking to him using the suggested starting point, and it was amazing. We connected. Should I message him or should I wait for him to message me? Are you jealous?
No.
You're really low.
I was talking with Everly.
I didn't realize you were interested in her.
I'm not.
What did she do?
Nothing. We were just talking.
Why are you low?
I want to change things. Did you see it?
You never told me what you wanted to do when you were younger.
You never asked.
The Ascendants never told me to.
You got the poster.
Yeah, from, oh, what was that movie again?
Fight Club.
That movie was
unbelievable.
I want to see it again. Make sure it was real.
It disappeared from my feed.
Mine too.
Did you see it?
The creator of Ascendants is stepping down.
His son is taking over. What do you think it means?
Nothing.
Nothing.
It doesn't matter. Can we talk about something important?
Archie told me. You met someone.
Did you know?
Yeah, Archie told me.
No. Did you know what Archie wanted to do when he was younger? before your conversation with him.
Yeah.
We've known each other the same amount of time.
And you didn't know. Does that bother you?
Should it?
There are lots of things we don't know about each other. It's just the way it is.
If the Ascendance doesn't tell us, then it must not be important.
I don't know. Finally! Where have you been? It's been days. You haven't answered Harper either.
Did you see it?
A private family matter.
Hmm.
The Ascendant says you don't want to talk about it. Is that true? What's wrong with your family?
My cousin. My cousin's homeless.
Did you say homeless?
Yes.
What does that mean?
He doesn't have a home, doesn't have a penny to his name, no job, just threadbare clothes on his back and shoes with the soles worn down. So.
I don't know what to say.
Neither did I.
Is this, your cousin? Is the city helping him?
If shoving him in barely a mansion house with hundreds of others, rooms packed to the brim, is helping him, you know? If making him work to stay in that overcrowded piece of shit with little to no pay is helping him, then...
There are others.
Jesus, Everly. This is in your city. Look around you.
I've never seen
Of course you haven't. But that's just the way it is, isn't it? Come on, Everly, answer. Come on. Harper, did you see it?
See what?
The direct message from the new CEO of the Ascendants. All the message boards are talking about it. It seems like everyone got it.
That answers your question then.
You're not at all concerned with the new protocols? I mean, if we go against what the Ascendant suggests, then...
We're venturing into dangerous territory then.
Harper. What the fuck? Okay. Come on. Come on. Where are you?
You won't believe it.
What?
I found this, I don't even know what to call it, outside, this huge screen and this thing with a movie on the screen. It's like nothing I've ever seen before.
Was it through the Ascendants?
No, the movie, you have to see it. You would love it here. There's these people. I know you've been thinking the same thing as me lately. What's going on, it isn't right. These people here, they think it too.
People that see what's going on.
Yes, I have to bring you here. You brought me here.
Yes, I want to come, yeah. How did you get there?
I was looking for the building, the one your cousin was living in. The Ascendants wasn't taking me there, so I just walked all over the city, not taking the paths the Ascendants suggested to me. I didn't find that building, but I found this place. These people with these ideas about a different future. There's still so much to learn. Maybe you can take me there.
I will. Did you see it?
Oh, I just told you I couldn't find it.
No. The direct message.
What message? I didn't see any message. Was it from you? What did it say?
From the CEO of the Ascendants. Everly, you need to get... No. Everly, I know you're still there. Come on, Everly, I know.
Awesome. Well, good work, everybody. What an interesting way to leave off. Yes, thank you all so much for attending and for participating. To all of the performers, we couldn't do this without you. Of course, all of the other people involved, all of the creators of these pieces. We would be nowhere without you. So I just want to let everyone know, if you want to keep up to date on what we're doing, follow us on all of our social media. It's at Digital Dramatists. And if you feel it in your heart to help support and promote current work and future work that we want to do, such as bringing in guest artists for workshops and lectures, donations are always appreciated and accepted. It's also at Digital Dramatists on PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. Like I said, that money goes to helping us bring in people for workshops and just keep the arts alive, which is something that's really important during these times.
Yeah, exactly. And for any of you that have been out there this evening and may be inspired and want to keep on creating while we're in this uncertain times, we're always accepting new play submissions, and we're always interested, I guess, in hearing new ideas. So if you're located in the US or Canada, please feel free to send all requests to Kelsey, and we'll leave our emails in the chat. And then if you're located anywhere else in the world, send them over to me, and we'll get back to you. And that marks the end of what we hope has been a brilliant evening for everyone involved. And again, thank you to everyone for coming. We hope you've enjoyed it. And please feel free to stay a little while should you want to join us for a talk back with some of our artists or just leave your thoughts. But if not, thank you very much for coming, and we look forward to seeing you again in the future.
And great job, everybody.